Hello and welcome to the Fit Executive Show. Your host, Arne Wildner, lost 50 pounds himself before helping hundreds of other entrepreneurs and executives sustainably lose weight and take charge of their health. In the Fit Executive Show, you'll learn field-tested weight loss strategies and how to effectively juggle your successful life and staying fit at the same time. Please welcome your host, Arne Wildner. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Fit Executive Show.
Also from my side, hello.
Well, today we are going to talk about something that is directly applicable to a lot of people at this time of year, traveling.
Traveling?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to talk about traveling.
I love traveling.
And especially traveling when you are on your body and health optimization journey, like so many of us are, how to stay on track, basically. And this idea came about because we just traveled to Spain for 2 weeks. We came back and Arne stepped on the scale. And what did you say?
That was very satisfying. I actually lost weight on our trip to Spain. So we went to see my parents in Spain. My parents still live in Germany. And, there is this rumor out that people in Europe, they have fitter bodies because of eggs, right?
Oh, the food is better. I've even done an episode about this, that the ingredients are better. That's not the case, though. It's not only that. There's a lot of different factors that play into the fact that Europeans are generally less overweight than North Americans. And we're going to talk about some of those factors today and some of the tips, or actually 5 concrete tips that you can apply on your next vacation that Arne directly applied on his trip, because we didn't do anything extreme, I have to say. We really enjoyed ourselves. We drank almost every single night. We drank alcohol.
I think so, yeah.
We went out to restaurants. We ate. I didn't see you weighing any foods. You didn't bring your scale, right?
Nope.
You didn't weigh yourself. So this is just, we practice what we preach, in that we tell our clients to enjoy their lives. Don't go on vacation and say to your family, sorry, I can't come out tonight and eat pasta.
Don't bring your Tupperware to the restaurant.
Yeah, and we tell our clients, like, don't go on vacation and tell your family, oh, sorry, no, we can't go eat pizza in Rome. I'm on a diet. We tell them the opposite.
Weight loss and fitness must be fun and sustainable and integrate well into your everyday life, so it becomes a forever solution. If you were resenting your going on a vacation because you feel like you have to stick to some extreme diet. I actually just got off a call with our new client, Juliana, and she mentioned her sister. She was working with a personal trainer, and he was shaming her for going out to a restaurant. And she,
the opposite of what we do. We're like, yes, show us the menu.
Yes.
We'll find you the best thing.
Exactly. We have to find the best options, and then maybe make adjustments. Maybe make adjustments to your plan. If you say like, okay, no, I want to eat that pizza, Arne, then I said, okay, then no problem. What options do we have to make some adjustments previous to the pizza? But this is not the point today. The point today is to give you some action steps, like some action items to focus on when you're on vacation, so you limit the damage and have as much fun and live your life when you're on a vacation.
And you don't come back feeling like, oh, I'm totally off track, you know? And you don't say to your coach, oh, well, I can't start in December because I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks.
This was me earlier. So I used to be kind of like had hit an off switch on my fitness lifestyle when I went on vacation, and used it as an excuse, basically. But this is also a concept that I'm known for, is the concept of avoiding the meaningless calories. And I was eating many meaningless calories just because they were there, just because I was on vacation. I thought like, okay, I have to, my fitness lifestyle was too extreme, so I had to kind of take time off when I was on vacation. And this is not the case for me anymore. And this is what I also teach to my clients to implement in their everyday life, not only when they go on vacation, but get rid of the extremes, find the right balance that works for you, and that might not work for anybody else, but that works well for you and that you enjoy so much that you never want to go back to your old patterns. This is when it becomes a sustainable solution for you.
Yes. Okay. Great. Now, first question for you, Arne, is we were just in Spain for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Did you go to the gym?
I did not.
Okay, and usually Arne is a stickler, and you are so consistent when you're in town.
That's correct.
You always work out 3 times a week.
Are you trying to shame me?
No, I'm saying that you're so consistent.
I am.
And what we did in Spain, which was the first thing that I wrote down for this episode, was don't work out. Don't plan to work out is what I mean by that, unless you know you'll be able to. Let me finish my thought here. If you know on this vacation you're going to be near a gym, like for example when we took business trips, I remember we did a business trip to Florence, we already looked up which gym was next to our apartment or our hotel. You already looked up the price of a day pass, you checked the hours, and you put it into your calendar, and you told me, okay, from 10 to 12 on every second day I'm going to be there at the gym. I'm not going to be available for any meetings, I'm not going to be available for sightseeing, and I'm not going to be able to eat lunch with you unless it's after 12 because I'm working out. That was set, cut and dry. On this vacation, so let me just make that concrete. If you know you're able to block out, and realistically it does take 2 hours with the travel, with the shower, with the changing, with the checking in at a gym where you're not a member. If you know you're going to be able to, then plan it in, put it on your calendar, look up the place, bookmark it on Google Maps, tell everyone you're traveling with you're going to be going there. For example, when we went to Tulum, we booked the CrossFit classes. We did this.
It was so much fun.
If you are able to, please, by all means, do it. However, if you are not sure, or if you don't think you'll be able to do it, do not plan to do it, because you will just let yourself down, okay? That was my thing. If you start letting yourself down and you tell yourself, oh, I'm definitely going to work out on this trip, and then you don't end up doing it, that's a slippery slope, because you're not keeping your promises to yourself, okay?
No, I did it this time on purpose because I was just finished with one of my workout phases, and I just planned to take a break.
Yes.
So I was doing some yoga, I was doing hiking, I was playing ping pong with my brother, which was so much fun. I let him win. It was his birthday.
All right, okay. But also so you made the decision not to, and let me add on to that, was that we knew that it was going to be an unpredictable trip. Because why? We have a newborn baby, okay?
We do.
It was our first trip abroad with a newborn. We didn't, and there was a 6 hour.
He's a champion.
He was a champ. It turned out being fine. You could have planned to work out because he slept so well. But we were thinking, at least I was nervous, about a 6 hour time difference. When he's just 3 months old, he's just getting on a proper bedtime routine. I was nervous he wouldn't be able to go to sleep until 3 a.m. Then we would be up all night with him. We'd have to be tired the next day, and then you would just be unable to work out and disappointed. So at the end of the day, he was freaking phenomenal, and you could have probably fit it in. However, for the second part of the trip, we were with your family. We were on an island. We were in the middle of nowhere. There was no gym anywhere in sight. It would have been a half-hour drive each way.
Which is usually not an excuse, because you can work perfectly fine with your own body weight. You can do pistol squats, handstand push-ups, pull-ups, or variations of those, like pike push-ups and wall push-ups.
So if you're a client, tell Arne, he'll make you a perfect program that you can do in a villa in the middle of nowhere. However, in our case, we had the baby, we had your family, and let's not forget you had 5 or 6 Zoom calls a day, every day. So you were working full-time, plus trying to spend every waking minute with our family, who we only see once a year. So it worked out best for Arne to say, hey, I'm not going to work out, and I'm not going to feel bad about it.
And we did like 12 to 15,000 steps on average.
So that was number one, walk, move.
Walk, yes. So definitely let's go down to the get down to the strategy. So walk.
Period.
Walk. Exactly.
Walk. We didn't take the subway once in Madrid.
Explore the city.
Yes.
Explore the area. Go hiking. So when we were in Mallorca, we were in the remote villages. We were hiking. We were seeing wild goats. We had the most beautiful views of our lives. It was stunning.
Guys, get the app All Trails.
Yes.
All Trails. Free trial. We didn't even pay for it. We got free trial. And you literally put in your location, and it just pops up hikes around
It was
you.
phenomenal.
So
Like
wherever
wild
you are,
goats,
find some hikes.
Wild lavender bushes, phenomenal.
Yeah.
So then stay on your toes, stay active, take the initiative, invite your family members to go on a walk, invite your colleagues if you're on a work trip to
Explore the area.
Get some fresh air.
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
So walk, and you can combine the sightseeing, the discovery of the place, and getting your steps in, moving your body, and enjoy moving your body.
Yeah, offer to carry the bags, offer to push the baby
Exactly.
stroller.
Yes.
In your
Yes.
case, you offered to cook for everybody in the villa multiple nights. That meant he was standing in the kitchen 4 or 5 hours while everyone else was sitting around drinking. Arne was standing up and moving.
Yes,
These
but,
kind of
but
things.
also I could influence what we are cooking and what we're eating. So
that's-
obviously I made it rich in color foods. I made it rich in protein and also rich in flavor. Since we all like to eat tasty food. Whenever we went to a restaurant, I stuck to the same
formula.
Formula. Like have my proteins. We were eating stewed meat. We were eating lots of Serrano ham in Spain. Drinking also lots of water with the meals.
Yeah.
Then
hydrate. This is a huge
lots of
one.
manchego cheese. So then, who's familiar with my guiding principles? If you have more fat in your cuisine, lower the carbs. Okay, so more manchego cheese means less bread and so on. So prioritize the meaningful calories and cut out the ones that you can cut out without feeling like you're missing out.
Yeah,
okay?
so this was number 2 that I had on there. So number 1 was don't work out, walk instead, unless you know you're going to be able to work out. In that case, go for gold or ask your coach to make you a workout plan that works for you. But if it doesn't work out for you, don't beat yourself up about it. Find a solution that does, like standing, walking, etc. Number 2 is going to be beware of the sneaky calories, like you just said, Arne. We're sitting at a table at a restaurant. There's going to be a bread basket. Look at that bread basket and the butter or the olive oil that you're dipping it in. How many extra calories could you potentially be consuming?
Oh my gosh, hundreds.
So hey, how about we just beware of the bread basket and say, I'm going to invest those calories in some wine instead, or in the manchego
Rioja.
cheese instead. Have some Rioja.
Discovery,
So
really.
beware-
Spanish wine. Mwah. Loved it.
Yeah, beware of the sneaky extra calories. They will sneak up on you. Like, oh, everyone wants gelato. You know what? No, I'm full. I had enough cheese.
We call it the meaningless calories that you would only eat just because they are there. They are
Exactly.
offered to you because you're on vacation. So
Yeah,
the concept of meaningless calories, avoid those at all costs.
Yes.
Those are the only calories that you shouldn't be eating.
Meaningless.
Whatever is meaningless. Meaningless could mean that you don't truly enjoy it. There are other things that you need to prioritize in order to lose weight and keep it off. Things like protein and color foods, fiber, nutrient rich.
Now, number 3 is start a grocery store on Google Maps. Before you even board the flight, actually, when Arne and I get to the airport, we get to the gate a bit early, I am always on Google Maps looking at where we're going. Where's the hotel on the map? What is around there? Which grocery store is going to be open when we land?
Yes.
Everywhere, we always make sure we have a fridge.
And
Whether it's a hotel, Airbnb.
I got us some high protein yogurt. Like look for stuff
Low-fat
that
Greek
is
yogurt.
low fat Greek yogurt. It wasn't called that way, so I just looked at the Spanish macros.
It was weird.
So when you look at the macronutrients, we always look at the calorie or protein per calorie ratio. So it should be around 10 grams of protein per 100 grams of yogurt in this instance. And ideally, a meal for our clients and me should have 10 grams of protein per 100 calories. So find the meals, the foods that are giving you the highest return on investment in terms of protein per calorie.
Okay, this is all mathy math, but basically what you're saying is, okay, if you have
This
Arne
is
on
very
your side,
practical.
he does it for you happily.
true,
Arne
that's
is the
true.
professional.
But if you want to do it yourself, be my guest.
Yes,
So,
please.
I'm cheering for you.
But what I'm saying, so grocery store, that is very true. We looked at the yogurt and I was like, it didn't say like here, it says like 0% fat, 2% fat. It did not say that on there. It was like...
I got us a high quality melon, so I love that.
Colorful fruits.
Colorful, color foods. and some salty roasted almonds. And this was my breakfast. I actually brought some protein powder. This is another tip for me when you're on a plane.
You're skipping ahead here, but yes.
Doesn't matter. Bring your shaker. I didn't know there was an agenda here. I'm just freestyling. So bring a blender cup, like you know those protein shakers.
Cup. It's like a water bottle with like a shaker inside, or any water bottle.
Yeah, and then fill it up with like 60 to 80 grams of whey protein, high quality whey protein.
Protein powder.
I like vanilla. Yes, could also be vegan if you're into that.
So 2 scoops.
And then 2 to 3 scoops of protein.
But don't put any water in it.
Exactly, because then after the security, or once you pass the security check, you can fill it up with ice cold water, shake it up, and then you have your meal on the plane that you can add. Because I noticed that the
plain food is super low protein.
Not necessarily, depending on the airline, depending on what class you're flying.
If you're flying Air Canada, prepare for horrible food.
That wasn't my favorite so far. That's
there
correct.
were like 2 pieces of chicken in the whole thing. Like that was, I don't know, 10 grams of protein. That was so small.
It was. I actually looked it up. They had the macros on the
nutrition facts. They
yes,
have
the nutrition fact. So it was around 20 grams of protein
for the whole meal.
For the whole meal, and the whole meal was around like 600 to 800 calories. So not ideal in terms of protein per calorie ratio.
We would have wished for we would have wished for around 60 grams of protein for a 600 calorie meal.
DIY'd it because of my whey protein that I had at hand. So, and I always bring apples because you can get those past the security check. So 2 or 3 apples, 60 to 80 grams of whey protein, fill it up with water.
Now,
you have a perfect, fantastic meal.
Tell me about the shaker. When you shake, so you shake up the protein powder with the water.
Yeah.
Let's say there's 60 to 80 grams of powder. So let's just say normally you have the big scoop that comes in the bag of protein powder. Yes. You scoop 2 of those scoops in. Yes. How many calories would 2 scoops of protein powder be? Because the water has 0 calories.
Let's cut it up here. So it's 25 to 30 grams for a scoop of protein powder. Then it's dependent on whether it's whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate. Concentrate usually has a higher amount of fat in it.
Well, let's talk about the one we have. It's just the typical Costco Lean Fit whey protein. Yes. It's not isolate. Isolate is the more expensive one with a bit more protein and a bit less calories per scoop. So yours is how many calories per scoop?
We're splitting hairs now. It's around 380 calories per
2 scoops.
For 100 grams, and 100 grams is like 80 grams of protein. So this is
no one is eating 100 grams of protein powder, Arne. So how many calories are in 2 scoops of protein powder?
If you have like cut it in half.
So it's 50. Okay.
50 grams of protein powder, so around 200 calories.
Okay. So 200 calories, and how many grams of protein?
That's around, like, if you have 60 grams of protein powder, that's around 50 grams of protein.
Wow. So we have 50 grams of protein in 2 scoops.
Yes.
And 200 calories. So 50 grams of protein for 200 calories is double that ideal ratio, which you just talked about, which would be 10 grams of protein per 100 calories. So that is a phenomenal meal. This is like a A+++ meal, right? In terms of low calorie, high protein. That's going to keep you full for multiple hours, and it did. Yes. Because you can't rely on the plain food, and you can't rely on airport food. My goodness, never.
The benefits of having whey protein on your trip is it has you can transport it easily. It has the highest concentration of protein per calorie that there is. So it's very compact. It's very dense. You don't have to cool it. It's very lightweight. You can bring it home.
We're not going to talk about Arne trying to bring Greek yogurt on the plane, and then they forced him to eat it like a whole 700, like a large tub of yogurt.
It was actually 2 pounds.
2 pounds. So like almost 2 large yogurt tubs of protein, of Greek yogurt. He had to eat it all.
Yes.
At security, they made him sit down next to the scanner and eat the entire Tupperware.
They didn't make me. I chose to because I wanted to.
Instead of, they said, you can just throw this away. He's like, no, I'm going to eat it. No,
my buddy told me, hey, I could bring yogurt on a plane. But
then your wife told you can't bring yogurt her on the plane and you ignored her.
I ignored her.
Anyway, so moving on, that's a really great airport hack. So we had number 1, don't work out unless you know you'll be able to, or and just walk, get those steps in every way you can, stand up, walk, push the stroller, blah, blah, blah. So
avoid
number
the
2,
calories.
Avoid those meaningless calories, aka the bread basket, watch out. And number 3, we are going to say start a grocery store on Google Maps, and the first thing you do when you land, what we always do, we have always done, is go and stock up on high protein breakfast foods, whatever that may be for you. I like a little bit of crunchy granola, which I know is not full of protein and it is a little high calorie, but I sprinkle that crunchy granola on my low-fat Greek yogurt and I love it, and I have that for breakfast, and that is the breakfast I have and this is also a money-saving tip. Like, you don't need to go out to a restaurant for breakfast every morning to eat like an avocado toast, which is going to be like 500 calories and like 14 euros that may not even taste that good. It makes more sense to just eat something you know is going to taste good, be high protein, fill you up for multiple hours for your day of sightseeing, and you can just eat that in the Airbnb while you're doing your makeup or breastfeeding your baby.
When I'm on vacation, I like to front load my protein.
Right.
And
backload your calories. The end of the night.
That's correct. Yeah.
So that's the next thing.
No, the thing is, it wasn't the goal that I would lose weight, and it happened anyways because of the many things that I did right and the many things that I didn't do wrong. So I hope you can take those lessons from this episode. And
I have one more thing to say.
Oh, you have one more thing to say?
Yeah, of course. So the last thing is to plan ahead and know which nights are going to be more calorie heavy. Perhaps if you do drink alcohol, which a lot of us do on vacation, we knew, for example, that there was going to be a night where Arne's brother was having his birthday. We already knew ahead of time that they, like in Germany, they love to reinfeiern. That means to party into the birthday. That means the night before the birthday, they stay up until midnight, and at midnight, they eat a cake, they do a toast, they drink champagne. All of that happens at midnight. Okay, this is going to affect...
We did all of that.
We did all of that. That is going to affect your sleep, and that is going to affect your calorie budget and balance, and then the alcohol and all of that. So if you're going to do this, you need to plan ahead and think about it. Okay, definitely on this day, I'm going to be consuming extra calories. I'm going to have less sleep. So maybe I can sleep in that morning if possible. Maybe I can plan my calories differently. So maybe at dinner, we're going to say, no thanks, I don't need bread and I don't need dessert. I'm just going to stick to super high protein dinner because I know I might have some calories later on in the evening. So plan ahead, think logically which nights you're going to go to your favorite restaurant at. Look at the menus in advance. If you know you're really going to want to have gelato on 2 nights, plan ahead to eat maybe more high protein, lower carb throughout the dinner because you're going to be having more fat later. But definitely just take a quick look at your calendar and plan ahead so that you can enjoy all of those special moments with your loved ones without feeling guilty about it and without letting your goals get off track. So I hope you could take some tips from this episode that you can apply to your next vacation or over your holidays. And thanks so much for spending time with us.
And if you like to lose weight sustainably by optimizing your hormones, improving your blood work, and resetting your metabolism, then feel free to book a metabolic assessment call on our website. It's fitexecutive.co/call, where you can book a discovery call with us where we go over your situations and your goals. It's a 50-minute phone call. We then find out if we are the right people for you to talk to. So if you're an executive or entrepreneur who's looking to improve his health or her health, and really find a sustainable lifestyle change that allows you to achieve your health goals in a fun way, then we might be the right people for you.
Okay, looking forward to getting to know you, and thanks again for spending your time with us.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Talk soon. Bye.
And that's it for today's show. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us. If you want to lose weight but don't want to do it all by yourself, go to arnewildner.com/call and book an appointment for a free 15-minute phone call with us where we'll look at your situation, your obstacles, and your goals to find out if and how we can help you.